Hi everyone, my name is Rohan. I recently scored a 740 on the GMAT and with the help of TTP, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. So I'll start with my background. I am a computer science engineer and I had been working in this industry for around 3 years, and that's when I decided that I wanted to pursue an MBA, and so I started preparing for GMAT. So when I first started with the GMAT, I was strictly considering going for just the official guide, and I had actually started practicing from the official guide. But I realized that there was something lacking in my preparation, which was a good direction, I would say. And so I started looking online for good resources and good coaching resources for GMAT. I researched on Reddit, I researched on GMAT Club as well, and I realized that the reviews for target test prep were really high and really consistently high, actually, that's what I should say. And so I decided to go with target test prep. I think I did about 2 months of preparation with target test prep. I would say 2 months of serious preparation with target test prep. I started in around September and I gave my GMAT in November. It was my first attempt. I got a 740, like I said. And I think the most helpful part that I found about target test prep were the custom tests. I generally did not run out of questions to practice, and even the material, which was the study material for target test prep, was top notch. I had a goal of 740 and I actually got 740, and I must say it was because of target test prep. So, as I said, I came across target test prep via GMAT Club, where I read a lot of reviews for a lot of coaching institutes for GMAT, and I realized target test prep was the best one for me. I used it for around 2 months. And the biggest gap that I would say I had in my preparation prior to target test prep was I was just blindly doing questions without understanding. And so I decided that I needed that direction. So I decided to take target test prep, and I must say the material was phenomenal. I personally did realize that if I had not taken this target test prep course and continued to do practice GMAT on my own, I would not have scored as much as I did. And yeah, so the best part, as I said, were the custom tests. And if I have to pick a weak part in my, I would say my on my part was the verbal section, because I was already good at quant. I was practicing quant in my work. I needed maths and stats, but it was verbal that I was most weak in, and target test prep really helped with verbal. In fact, I would say critical reasoning was one of my weakest parts in verbal, and believe I got best at critical reasoning by the end of it compared to sentence correction and reading comprehension. And target test prep also helped with my essay, which was the analytical writing assessment. I was writing analytical writing assessments and I was not happy with my performance when I was doing it in mocks. But the material for AWA, which is the AWA, Analytical Writing Assessment, was very good in target test prep. And I think I was able to do very well in analytical writing assessment. I got a 6 on that. And my IR, which was integrated reasoning, was also very good. I got an 8 in it. And I think, not think, I know it's because of target test prep. And the one thing that I was doing in official through the official guide was just blindly doing questions. And target test prep helped because it provided an endless supply of questions. I honestly never ran out of questions to practice. I gave, I think, around 4 or 5 mock tests just from target test prep before I even touched my first official practice test. And I got a 710 on that official practice test, the first one. So I decided to continue practicing, and I would say, as good as the material is for studying for target test prep, the question set is equally as good, if not better. It was really helpful for me, and I think the jump that I got from the official practice test, the first one which I did, which was 710, to the final score, which was 740, within a matter of 2 months of preparation, to me was and still is an achievement. And I'm really glad I did take up target test prep for my studies. I stuck to the monthly course. I did not buy the pack of 4 month or the 6 month, and The reason was that if I were paying attention I realized that if I had bought it for 4 months, I would have even delayed my exam even further. I wanted to give it as quickly as possible in the least amount of time. And so I took the monthly plan. It was extremely beneficial for me. And if I were to give an advice to anyone who is preparing for the GMAT, I would say this, excuse me. The official guide is good. It's pretty good for practicing, and it is pretty good if you want to just practice questions. But if you feel like you are lacking a direction in your preparation, which happens to all of us, it happened to me, I know, then I do suggest that Target Test Prep is a great investment. It was one of the best investments I made for my GMAT preparation. It covered all the questions, it covers all the bases, and it was really, really helpful. So, yeah, that's why I took Target Test Prep, and I strongly recommend it to all of my friends who are planning to give the GMAT next year. So, thanks.